Não levo nem saudade dele. Não levo nem saudade dele.
Hey, what's happening? Thank y'all for tuning in. Welcome to ShopTalk NC presents Mack South.
I'm comedian B Mack.
I'm your man 58 South. Today we are blessed with the presence of a writer, producer, and a top-notch comedian. Please introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Jiwan Kapp, a.k.a. KnowKapp, the most known unknown comedian out here in the game. And I probably put your favorite comedian on, so.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact right there. That's a fact.
I'm out here, man.
That's a fact.
Thank you so
I'm happy
much.
to be here.
Hey,
for
bro,
real.
we happy to have you, man.
We
Appreciate you for joining us.
popping up, man.
Yeah.
For real, for real.
I left the kids at home. I said, fuck it, y'all on your own right now. About to go up to ShopTalk. For real.
Let's start some shit then. Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's get right to it. Explain your jar for me, my man.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we getting straight to it. This is one of my Embrace the Grind manifestation jars. This is what I call the survival kit, but I got like the regular jars, but it's a reminder that you are the light within the darkness. Because I was going through a very, very troubled time, and I had to remind myself, bruh, don't be scared of the dark. You come from the dark, and embrace that darkness. And
So you put like your whatever, like all your goals, whatever, you write them down and put them in there. And
yeah,
then,
anything that I want to manifest, and I see it come true. I watch it come true. I got some crystals in here. I got Kapp's crystal collections, but I kind of sold out on the crystals. I probably got them on me. I sold out on the crystals because the mother of my kids, she got mad at me and started skipping them bitches at the lake. And I'm like, bitch, that's inventory. That is inventory.
I know this nigga sell rocks for real. This
Yeah,
nigga
I do.
do
I got
crystals.
different crystals. Got your quartz. Yeah, you can't. I can't. These are my personal crystals unless I'm gonna sell it to you. Then I got the citrine. This is good for manifestation. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. But I'm gonna have my site back up. I didn't pay GoDaddy, so they took it down. That's the truth. Like I was late for a month, and they took the shit down and deleted the whole site.
Bro, come on, man. This is dumb.
Yeah, GoDaddy, you don't play with their money. They don't play with their money. But yeah.
Man, what else did you sell it? What is this? I'm like, tell me this.
Oh
again.
yeah.
What was this?
Okay, so this is, I call them KnowKapps. They KnowKapps. You see, it's a bottle opener or whatever, but it's also USB. So it's information on here where you really will get the KnowKapp. You'll find out that Kapp, it looks like your average guy, but for the last 5 years he was fighting a federal case, and I talk about how I got through that.
You be talking about that shit now? Oh, you
I
talk
about
it now.
Well, yeah, but I talk about it for the people. It's only gonna be 1,000 of these sold, so it's 1,000 people that really will know Kapp.
Limited edition.
Yep.
Dope. Let's start in the beginning because I got so many questions about that whole situation right there with
He is a whole.
From Greensboro.
Yeah.
Born and raised
in Greensboro. Yep.
Okay. You started out at the Comedy Zone.
Yep. The Greensboro Comedy Zone.
Your neighbor told you were gonna make people laugh for a living.
Yep. Miss Yvette Nixon. Shout out to her. It was one of my friend's moms, and I used to, like, growing up in school, I tell, like, I just make up stories and just have people laughing and shit on the bus.
Used to lie.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
But she was like the first one that told you that, or like what?
Yeah, like little, like this was after I was in the midst of dropping out of college. So she was just like, you gonna make people, you gonna make a lot of money making people laugh, and that stuck with me, and it motivated me so much. I went and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna Google comedy clubs. I didn't even know where to start.
Oh, snap.
So yeah, so when I went to the Comedy Zone, Greensboro Comedy Zone, and I seen them like actual like local comedians,
Yeah.
I was inspired because I didn't even know this was even a thing. So went up there, did good, and I kept on going and going and going. And the time that I told my parents to come out there, I bombed.
What year you started?
2010.
2010. You 10? You 11? You 10 or 11 now in that game? You 10, 11.
Yep, 11 years. I started when I was 20.
Word up.
Yeah.
Man, you started when going to the Comedy Zone, like the open mics was like it was dope. Like
Yeah,
like,
it
people
was.
actually showed
It
up
was.
and like it was cool. Now it was, man, you lucky 5 people in here.
Yeah, but I experienced all that. I experienced it when it was only 6 people, and the host was Chico Bean, and we'll make those 6 people laugh.
Let me ask you a question, right? Mm-hmm. You said both of y'all said that the open mics were popping back then. Do you think the rise of the internet comedian is what stopped people from actually going to open mics? They just scroll up and down and see comedians?
I feel like people don't necessarily know about open mics, but that could I guess take effect into that because if you go to Atlanta, everybody going to like open mics all the time. So I guess it's really the location. But Greensboro is like popping. Yeah, we got some funny comedians.
I think people here I don't think the comedy, I think the comedy, this being a comedy town just went away over time.
Yeah.
Like over time, I think it just
Well, to be
declined.
fair, if you look at the news, ain't shit funny right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you look at the news, it ain't gonna never be nothing too much funny. The
I'm
news
just
ain't nothing
saying,
but dark.
people aren't really going out like that.
But then too, it's like I think it's most people just if they're gonna pay to see somebody, they want to pay to see somebody they already know.
And I would say that Greensboro is like always my hardest market to get people to come out. Like one of like Charlotte, Buffalo, New York, even Panama City, Florida, people come out. But Greensboro, I be losing money to the point where my accountant, my accountant was just like, bruh, why you keep on doing Greensboro? But I be having fun. I love my city. I love my shit, I'm gonna do something here.
I got a question for you. I saw it on your Instagram. What did you mean? Well, explain it, because I think I know what you mean by when you said, what is it? You got to be black famous before you can be white people rich.
All right, so I learned that from Nick Lewis. Nick Lewis told me, he said, you got to be black people famous before you be white people rich. So like the chilling circuit, like all the hood rooms, the rooms that you necessarily gonna be scared of, like, damn, I don't want to perform here. You got to make these people laugh before you expect to, be on the movies and getting $1 million checks. You got to make your own people laugh first. And he told me that because I moved to Charlotte because I feel like I just wasn't grown as a comedian here. And it was like one room in South Carolina, Orangeburg, South Carolina. Don't link up with STD rates. It's high up there. So I went back to the hotel room.
Down there. I don't think I'd have been down there. Orangeburg. I don't think I did nothing.
That's where South Carolina State in Orangeburg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That room, I was scared. Like I bombed so hard, and he told me, he said he could tell that I was being around like those white comedians because how I'm talking and how I position a joke. But he was like, you can't be scared of this room because you gotta make these people laugh first before you expect the damn. Blow up.
So you was nervous, or you just want to be in yourself, or what? Like
I just want to be in myself, and I was at the Idiot Box.
That make a lot of
So I went in front of those type of. I wasn't doing those type of rooms back then.
Yeah.
So,
What's your hardest room that you done?
The hardest room that I've done.
Well, you got to pull them laughs out of them. They ain't show up for this.
A place called Liquid Lounge in Charlotte.
Liquid Lounge.
Mm-hmm. It was a late night spot on Wednesdays, like probably about like 2016, 2015. The Charlotte comedy scene was popping. But we used to do Wreck the Mic on Wednesdays.
I remember that. Wreck the Mic. I remember
and then
that
a late night spot hosted by Tone Capone. He did BT Comedy View and some other shit. Funny dude. He ended up hosting Liquid Lounge. It was a bikers club. Yeah.
Is that the spot where
Julio ended up taking over it, but it transferred to Couture.
What's his name? He used to come out there with the food when he first started. Nappy Chef. Is that the spot where he had came out?
Where did he used to come
It
out
was
to?
it was a little rag. It was not just. It wasn't the spot. It didn't look safe at night.
The one that you and Swole
Yeah,
came to?
when we pulled
nah,
up,
that was actually one of the Goof Camp shows. That was
What spot?
it was
that?
on Statesville Avenue. I forgot the name of that joint. Dang, I forgot the name of that.
I
joint.
thought that was the same spot.
Yeah, nah. You thought that was a hard room? Yeah, that is kind of that was a hard room.
Yeah, Charlotte has had Charlotte had my hardest room too. The
Yeah.
old joint Burp used to
Oh, Flow Lounge.
Flow.
Flow.
That's
That's the room. Yeah.
That one was hard, but
they
it was
bougie out there
weird.
in Charlotte.
Yeah, I did a show there. No lie, I did a
bougie.
show. I'm on stage 20 minutes. I got no laughs for this 20 minutes, but after the show, everybody like, yo, you did a good job. And they wanted pictures and they wanted to follow. I'm like, y'all didn't make me feel like when I was up there. Like I'm thinking like they not gonna pay me.
Yeah.
Like they not finna pay me the way this went. But after the show, everybody in line trying to take pictures.
They were just staring at you while you were doing your set.
Just
Probably just
looking.
listening. Probably just listening. That's
Damn,
all.
man.
We catch people attention, you know. But a bomb, like you ever bomb so hard where people just they look at you and like they just don't want to look at you like you got an STD or something. It's crazy. Like I experienced that like I experienced that like last year when things finally
last year.
Yeah, when I first started. Cause you with a comedian though, now you can contest to this. You cannot take if you even take a week off, it's like your first time getting back on stage.
That's a fact. You can't
So
take time off.
you know, I took some time. I took 8 months off. In my mind, I had quit comedy.
Yeah, that's it's like going to the gym. Like
Yeah.
if you miss like 1 or 2 weeks at the gym, when you go back, you sore, you hurting. Like it's different. When you miss some time getting on that stage, it ain't the
And
same
I
when you
just
go
was
back.
up there. But I know, I like I'm so comfortable with myself.
That kind of leads to a question I was going to ask the two of y'all, man. Speaking about taking time off, kind of, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
When you write your jokes, right? You know you're not going to write them and then perform them as soon as you're done writing them. So how do y'all, I guess, structure the joke to where it's still funny from the time you write it up until maybe that week or two later that you got to actually perform that?
Go ahead.
I'll say I don't even write jokes. I'm just now starting to write. That's why I tell people like I'm the laziest, hardest working comedian in the game. Because if I write jokes, I would be a beast, and I think a lot of people know that. But I just talk about real life shit, and then I just remember it. But it's a good and bad thing though, because sometimes I never know what I'm gonna say.
Don't remember it sometimes.
Yeah.
You don't remember sometimes.
Yeah.
So y'all be freestyling.
Yeah, I wrote. Well, most of mine I write, but like when I'm first coming up with it now, I don't write it down till after I done put it on stage and I know it's
I need to start
working.
doing
Like so, when I come up with it as I'm thinking it, I'm like, all right, I need to remember this. So the very next time I'm getting on stage, which hopefully when I'm coming up with it, it's not too long before I'm about to get on stage anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm coming up with it. I know to remember, okay, this, and I know what like probably the day of the show, I figure out, okay, where I'm gonna throw this in at. Where I'm gonna throw this part I just thought up in. And then when I got it and I got a whole set. Now once I made it to a whole set, that's when I write it down.
So you go ahead and throw it out, and then you worry about fleshing it out after you've already said it for the next show.
Kinda. So like for me, like I used to do like I wouldn't write out the full joke. I would just have little points and just comment on that. That's mostly how I'm doing it now. When I do it in my head, I'm just getting a point. So once I get on stage and I like put something together, all right, I know what I'm writing down about this, so I ain't got too much going on in my head about it.
Just make sure I have this, and this.
Yeah,
in the
because
joke.
like if I could think, like if I'm making a joke about this little shot glass right here, I can think of it. But then if I keep thinking of it, I might take away everything I just thought of that was actually funny and just keep redoing it. And I don't like doing all that. What I come up with, all right, I'm gonna write that down. That's what I'm gonna keep and just add to it and not just throw it away completely yet, if that makes sense.
The first show that you did after you started writing down jokes, how'd you do?
This when I first started, I was too busy trying to remember every word, and I'll mess up, be like, oh damn, I didn't say this, so I go back and say it, and then I end up this wasn't good, so I stopped.
It's like kind of remembering your Easter speech or something like
yeah.
that.
So I didn't do it. It didn't feel authentic. So yeah, really the reason why I stopped writing. But now just been taking time studying the game and understanding the importance of writing. So yeah, it's a lot of shit that I wish that I would have wrote down when I thought of in my head, and I'd be forgetting.
Man, it's a lot. You got a lot of footage up though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the what's the one joke? Like one of the first clips I clicked on when I was trying to research. It was the I want to say the kidnapping joke.
Oh yeah, I didn't even say that in a minute.
That's how I knew it was one of the earlier.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I gotta bring that back because
that'll hit right now.
Yeah.
How often you catch yourself doing that? Bringing back an old joke.
I didn't. I finally like my rush car joke. I'm able to like make that shit funny because it wasn't. I just wasn't getting the. I wasn't getting the appreciation that I thought that joke deserved. But I tweaked some things and I changed it up and now I use it as a callback. So yeah. Is it something that I refuse to let go? I'm like, I know this shit is funny. So I just kept on working at it. And I've been doing that for like 5 years.
I got one joke that I tried when first started out. It wasn't working like that. But now since the pandemic, everybody is about TV shows. Now everybody had time to watch everything on TV. So now, this worked out. So y'all finna get this. Y'all won't laugh before. You finna laugh at it now.
You said a term I'm not familiar with because I'm not a comedian. Callback. What does that mean? So
you say a joke early on, and then you're able to tie it into something else later on in your set or whatever. Gotcha. Yeah. Dope. I mean, that was like my first callback. So I've been there. Man, that was an accomplishment, a personal accomplishment for me.
That's something I ain't been able to. I got it down one time. I ain't been able to do it since. And I did it on accident. And I ain't been able to fully be. Yeah, it was one of them. I don't know exactly what I'm saying, but everything is working right now. Yeah. I had that one time. Can't do it no more.
Gentlemen, do y'all remember y'all first standing ovation doing stand-up?
Yeah.
Where was it?
I was in Charlotte. I cannot think of the venue. What was the venue? Oh, it was Comedy Zone, Charlotte Comedy Zone. Opened up for Sheila King.
Shula.
Yeah, Sheila King. He big on the internet sensation. Only comedian / funeral director.
Funny, man. Oh, my God.
Yep. But I ended up doing like a total of like 11 shows with him.
Word.
Did the Charlotte Comedy Zones, Greensboro Comedy Zones. What else? The Raleigh Good Nights. Shout out to Pete Shaw Family Management because he was booking me for that. So plug that in. Hey, don't forget about your boy. Hey, man, ain't been calling your boy.
I need them to meet me because
B Mack
they be booking a lot of people, bro.
They had to call B Mack the other day. I was like, this nigga about to blow up.
No,
because I done seen it before. Yeah. So
I like shout and hollered at a lot of people. I'd be like, hey, brother, who is this guy? Holler at me, dog.
Yeah.
So this is a question for both of you guys.
Hey, hold on, that last question, I ain't never had no standing ovation yet. I ain't never got that. I don't know what this shit feel like.
It's coming.
I ain't never got this shit
for sure. Because it's different if you know somebody that's doing the profession, whatever it is. I don't care if you know a baseball player. When you go see him, you're just looking at it like, it's just my homeboy. He's not. Yeah. Everybody else see him as this major star or whatever. But to you, it's just my partner.
Yeah.
Dude, funny. I went and seen him perform. Cuz actually funny, man. Yeah. He gets on stage, high energy, gets your attention and keeps it going from there. I was thoroughly impressed.
Let these folks know. I be trying.
Yeah. So that standing ovation is coming, man. That shit coming. But question for both of you gentlemen, is there like a list of, I guess, accomplishment that y'all have written down that y'all want to check off in this comedy game or?
I personally each year for my birthday, I have a personal gift that I say I'm gonna do for myself. So 2018, I did my own recording, the Have You Seen My Hairline recording.
That's like a special? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow,
I did that. I did that 2018. That was actually a tour that I ran from 2017 all the way up until 2019.
Have you seen my hairline too?
After I got fired from my last job, and during that time, I had a pending felony, so it was hard to really get a job. So that's why I tell people, be careful what you pray for, because I prayed for doing comedy full time and to pay my bills, and that's what ended up happening.
Yeah, God said, all
Yeah,
right.
you never said how you wanted it to happen.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. In 2019, I did a 4-day comedy festival. 30 comics, 2 cities, 1 mic.
Which one was that?
Laugh Fest, Goof Camp Laugh Fest. I did. We did Thursday and Friday in Greensboro at the Comedy Zone. We had JJ Williamson kick it off that Thursday. That Friday we was at the Artist Block. That Saturday we were at Plaza Midwood Tattoos in Charlotte. And Sunday we wrapped up at Nappy Chef restaurant. And we had people fly in from Arizona, Texas. Yeah. So
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. And last year I did like an intimate Cap Networks, just a get together, spurred the moment. I was supposed to did my I did an audio healing experience called, and then I just lost it all. This is when I had COVID, didn't have comedy no more. I like, this bitch done left me, I ain't got no shows, yada yada. And I was supposed to have did that live, and the mother of my kids, she ended up hosting it, and I couldn't follow her energy. I can't even, so I let her take over the show. So yeah, so this year I turned 31. So I'm doing 3 projects in 1 month.
You ain't 31, man. You 31? You ain't 31.
No, I turned 31.
I thought you was older than me.
No. A lot of people think that because of my hairline and shit.
Hey, boy, hey.
But
hey.
yeah, this is like the Benjamin Buttons. They be like, Paw. Like, who is
that boy get old real fast.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But I'm doing 3 projects in 1 month. I got the Freedom Papers project that I got. Well, I'll talk about later on. The end of this month, I'm doing a comedic audio experience called I've Been Bombing that I'm recording. And then I'm doing my comedy and karaoke October 21st at the Artist Block. I don't know when this is going to come.
That's a Wednesday?
Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
this will. I'm ASAP. I'm gonna edit this.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so October 21st, come out to the Artist Block. It's gonna be a whole vibe. Tickets only $10. I just want people to come out.
October 23rd, I'll be DJing at the Artist Block. So come back to the Artist Block.
Yeah.
on that Saturday.
Dang. You be DJing during the week?
No, I work during the week,
Okay.
man. I'm only on Saturday on some Saturday joints.
Because I need a DJ.
For the Thursday.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
We'll talk.
You got some wait.
Hold on. That question was directed at you too. Do you have any list of accomplishments you want to knock out?
Yeah,
I
got a list. My list ain't that long though, cause mine is just I want to have my own tour at some point, and then it's like certain cities, like certain venues, that's like zanies, is like historical and comedy, like stand up. I want to do those. I want to get on those stages. That's really my main ones, and just at some point, like he did, you know what I'm saying? Be like, when I have my own joint, I want to go to whatever city I'm in, I want to be able to put on local comics, like dudes that don't normally get that shine. Hey, you just started. Come get time on this show, because there's a lot of older comedians, man, that don't do that.
Yep.
So I want to be like, hey, look, whatever, like post, like let's say if I'm going to Philadelphia or something like that, hey, I'm gonna be there at this time. Had a club or somebody, hey, whatever local comics, hit me up so you can get some time on these shows this whole weekend, yo. I want to do something like that.
So
and then have my own club at some point.
You said do like he did and put other comedians on. Is that what Goof Camp is? Giving others opportunity first, right?
Yeah.
How'd you come up with the concept?
Hold on, before you do that, gave me my first opportunity, bro.
Yeah.
My first show was off of him. He hit me up, dog. My very first show. First show ever.
And I like to say I got that third eye. Like I see people at their higher self sometimes before they even see it themselves. So I feel like when I was coming up, everything I was learning from myself or whatever. And I'm like, damn, ain't nobody giving me no opportunities or whatever. I went begging for it. But I said, shit, if I'm in a position, I'm not gonna wait to get in the position. I'm gonna go ahead and give that opportunity first. So if I could say that, like that's an accomplishment for him to even say that I was first person to put him on the show, and that's what I do. We got people like Ryan Davis, who's on Insecure right now, and has his own shows on BT Plus.
Headlining his own tours and stuff right now. Like
and Kevin Hart just shouted him out. Ain't that
yeah,
crazy?
he did. Yeah. So yeah,
So that's a big thing.
He did that.
that's
I ain't do that. That's his. That was right. That's his talent. That's the talent.
yeah.
You ain't put him on the show?
Man, he was right
Yeah.
there. Hey,
Yeah.
dog, both there. He was right there. He
Yeah, that's what I'm
he was
saying.
there.
Yeah.
He was there.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the whole thing with Goof Camp. It's a brotherhood, sisterhood, like fraternity, and we just out here just creating opportunities. That's how I live. I get up every day. What am I gonna create?
Goof Camp was a dope movement. Like even every comedian in that whole camp, everybody funny. It ain't no missing. It ain't no fall off. It's like, nah, bro. If he put on a whole show just straight, his comments in his group, hey, boy,
that's what I want.
Hey, straight.
I want a
fire the
Goof
entire
Camp
time.
reunion. I wanted a tour, but I just need one show. If I can get everybody on stage, even Darren Fleet. I ain't talked to Darren Fleet in years, but if somebody send that out to him, tell him to come on now. Ryan Davis, Austin Cook, Trey Pone.
Trey.
Yeah, me and Trey, we was
that's-
beefing at first. Like but that's still my brother. Yeah, because you know he got that thing behind his ear, and I didn't know if it was cancerous or not. So I said, let me go ahead and apologize. So he had a keyboard,
stupid,
but I didn't know if it was cancerous.
Stupid.
But yeah, I want everybody. Blake
That
Wilson.
whole roster fire,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
For real, that whole roster was like, I met y'all, every last one of them when I first started, bro.
Christian Johnson.
I'm looking at them like, bro, I want to be like that. I got to be funny like them first.
Yeah.
Like these was like, you can't be it's easy to be a big fish in a small pond, but bro, it was in that small pond. No, every fish in there was big, and you felt small. It's like, bro, these man, like I gotta follow all this because like when you first starting out, bro, most people won't say it, you don't want to get certain people you don't want to go behind, bro, because you done go when this person that went out there and got the standing ovation. That it's your turn, and you like, these people just looking at you.
Yep.
It's hard to follow certain people. That whole roster with Goof Camp. Hard, bro.
Yeah.
Hard to follow.
Yep. Shout out to Goof Camp. Yeah. So,
What you mean by you signed the biggest deal to yourself? I saw that on Instagram. You said you signed your biggest deal with yourself. What do you mean?
I signed the biggest contract of my life. And the most important contract that anybody will ever sign is that's a contract with yourself. So you sign yourself before you sign with anybody else. So that's the whole Freedom Papers thing. The Freedom Papers is just a contract of everything that I desire, everything that I want, everything that I'm getting. And these are the things that I'm going to do to obtain this contract. So once I sign it, that shit already mine. Now I just got to uphold the contract. So that's what I tell people. Like, everybody get hype with signing a deal or signing, to a network, but you sign to somebody else. Shit, I'm gonna sign like myself first.
So you saying you ain't trying to work with no networks, huh?
No, I didn't say that. I am trying to work with.
What you saying? Like, what you mean?
I am, but
What
I'm
you-
telling people the most important contract that you would sign is a contract between you and yourself.
So you talking about then not like you ain't gonna do nothing crazy for it. Like you ain't like how people say you ain't gonna put the dress on and stuff like that.
No,
Is that what you
I
mean?
can say no to money. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've done it before. I say I can say
Yeah,
no.
you say those some shit. I damn sure without like hey, this nigga
Yeah.
is tripping. Like, how the fuck you
So-
saying no to that? Because I was. Whew.
You would have put the dress on? What you saying?
Nah, he just said no to some shit that I probably wouldn't have said no to.
Yeah,
Shit.
but you get that all the time. It's just you just got to know your worth though too. I know my worth, and it may take me 20 years before I see it. But once you already know what you're gonna get is already yours. So
That's interesting you said that. It also leads to another question I had for both of y'all. What's the biggest things you guys sacrifice for this comedic pursuit?
yeah.
You want me?
I sacrificed everything. House, car. My car got repoed the day that I was started at Sprint. One more minute.
Oh, tell the battery.
Oh, he's talking about on the time. On the time.
okay.
Oh, we good. Yeah, the time. Yeah, we should.
Car got repoed the day I started this Sprint or whatever. But my car was already broke down, so I was just like, oh shit, how they find me out here though? But Sacrificed a lot. Sacrificed this sleep, being comfortable. I used to sleep in the airports or the Greyhound stations just to go to the show because that's how I was gonna pay my rent. And I used to get my money. One time I went to Orlando, Florida, did a show, got my money, had the promoter drop me back off at the airport, slept at the airport till my flight in the morning, went back to Charlotte, paid my rent, and then I went to sleep. Sacrifice time with my family sometimes. Right now,
You gonna have to. That's guaranteed. You gonna sacrifice your family, your family and friends. That's guaranteed sacrifice.
So, but now I'm finding the balance though too. I'm finding the balance because I got a 2-year-old that Plan B slipped through. So that's just
Your
life.
sperm just wouldn't be denied.
Yeah,
You go anytime you go after what you want, man. You are gonna have to sacrifice something.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be something, whether it's friends, family, job. You ain't gonna eat sometimes. You ain't gonna have gas.
Yeah.
Like you gonna be hungry. You gonna sacrifice something.
I appreciate your generalization, but he was specific about his. What's up? What you said? What you had to say?
Oh man, I done slept in the cars. I done been days without places to eat and stuff like that. One day, look, bro, this was stupid as hell. People always be like, you know what I'm saying, that take a leap of faith, take your leap of faith, and that parachute open. Hey, I jumped and that bitch did not open. I hit the ground and it was hard.
Yeah.
Nigga ain't have nowhere to go. I done stayed on couches and floors. Like, brother, let me, hey, I ain't got no job. This ain't no benefits in this shit either.
Yeah.
Like, so you get hurt, you sick. Hey, buddy, you just sick and you still gotta come to this show.
Yep.
Like, I done had food poisoning and had to drive 3 hours for a show. It was $100. This $100 ain't finna get me no medicine nowhere for this food poison. You gonna sacrifice something.
Yep.
That's guaranteed. Anytime you follow your dream, you gonna have to. It's gonna make you sacrifice something.
Yeah, I will say that.
Would y'all trade if anything in the world?
Hell no.
No.
All right.
No.
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah.
Fuck
sure.
no.
I will say that the dream is the illusion, though. I found that out. Just going through my whole, just tapping in inwards, but the dream is definitely an illusion. And then you find out, like, damn, like, you got the dream now, but, it ain't what you think it is.
That reminds me, that's displayed good on the movie Soul, the Disney Pixar joint Soul. I think it's Jamie Foxx played the dude.
Yeah.
It's depicted perfectly on that by because the dude, that's all he wanted his whole life was to be a piano, like to be in a band playing the piano. But he got a job as a teacher. It was secure, but it's like he don't want this. Then he finally got his shot to be in the band, and he thought it was gonna be this whole extravagant joint. But when you in it, it's like, now what? Now tonight was fun. Show's over. Now it's back to reality. Like what's
Real grass is greener type situation.
Yeah, it's like, hey, now what? It's like, hey, I see tomorrow. This is what it really is. Like, cause you think from the way you see it when you far away, like how it's shown on TV, all the glitz and glamour. When you in it, you like, all right, this really ain't what you think it is.
Yeah.
You gotta really love what you're doing though, man. Like,
You got to, man. That's the
you
only
really
way.
gotta love what
The
you're
only way you're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Man, it's hard. Boy, you don't want to stop that shit.
Yeah.
It'll make you gonna find out. I tell you, you gonna find out if you love something once you go for it. Cause it's gonna really ask you, hey, you really want to be with me?
Yeah. It's I'm familiar with that aspect of it.
I got a question for you, Cap, though, cause you said I know Ricky Smiley is one of your favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Who was your favorites coming up, and who was your favorites now in the game? Don't give me the usual now, like as everybody be like, the Richard Pryor.
Yeah, no.
Man, they old. Everybody know they great.
Yeah.
Everybody know they great. Like it's a whole lot of new, great, funny people out here. I hate when people say the same old people over again when they're like, who's the funniest? Eddie Murphy, man. Everybody know they funny.
Yeah.
Somebody else, there's other funny people that came along and been born. So who you got?
Coming up when I first started, before I even started like doing comedy, I studied Paul Mooney. I love Paul Mooney.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Great.
Roy Wood Jr., Ricky Smiley. and Corey Holcomb and D. Ray Davis. Those were, yeah, that's who I like. Used to just have me rolling. Now, like my favorite comics, I tell people it's like my locals, like the people who I see, like my peers. Empston Hughes.
Damn, big homie.
When you
big
talk
homie,
about somebody that you don't want to follow, I had to follow Empston. It's no secret. I be showing up late to shows, y'all.
That's a fact.
Appreciate the heads up.
Hey, good. Hey,
Show start at 8. I get that 9.
Hey.
But it don't be. It be like it don't be me. It really don't be me.
Life stuff.
Yeah, life. I came in this world 2 weeks
nah.
late. I'm supposed to be born October 11th.
it be this nigga, man.
And I came here October 30th. So I just started out. Like late, but Empston Hughes is one of my favorites. Ryan Davis, one of my favorites that I could just sit and watch, say the same thing over and over. Nick Lewis,
Nick, the OG.
Yeah, touring with him.
OG.
I seen his set every night, and every time he got on the fucking mic, I'd sit down and just look at that shit and be laughing all over again. Christian Johnson, I enjoyed watching him last week. Close out the show. Yeah. Carlos Miller, Chico Bean. That's really the new wave of
Comedy.
Mm-hmm. Cause they open up the doors for like real authentic funny. That's what. Cause a part of me felt like comedy, low key got gentrified with certain areas.
What you mean?
You just see a lot of people who have these corporate jobs, but see, I'm gonna try comedy because they think it's easy, but they got the money to fund the shit, and I just feel like it's got watered down.
Oh, you talking about the ones that be coming in cheating?
Yeah,
You talking about?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But that's why I stay in my own lane. Like when you building your own shit, you ain't got to worry about what's going on out there. So nobody asked me for my opinion, and
I never knew that. I never knew that there were certain comedians that come in with a machine behind them. I never.
Oh yeah, that's the ones that hop off mainstream already. Like
you already responsible, so you got your life together, so you can go ahead and do that. But it's just like when you sit there and be like, how?
Because like we said when we was talking about, you got to sacrifice something. That money ain't there, but you got this big 401k that's pushing your whole joint that's able to get you. You can go now. You can get to Florida easy. You can get to Vegas. You can get to Texas and all that. Well, that whole grind, bro, is like, how do you get there?
That's the hardest part.
To there, bro.
That is the hardest. Like, easiest part is doing the show. The hardest part is figuring out how am I gonna make it to this show. Deacon Dean did my show because he did my show for free, and he actually owed me another one. But I took the
owe you a free show.
I took a train. I took an Uber just to make it to his show. Because I gave him my word that I was gonna be there. Didn't know I was gonna get there, and made it happen. But the hardest part is getting to the shows. But I make it. Make
That's
it to
all.
the shows.
That's what matters.
That's
what matters.
Yeah.
That gives the whole process more character.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dope. All right, I'm gonna snap my finger and give you access to every comedian on planet Earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm tasking you with coming up with a lineup for a tour.
Mm-hmm.
You get 4 comics. Who you choosing?
All right. 4 comments. Because I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna break it down of when I was like producing, like booking shows or whatever. It's like paint for me. For instance, when I did the Future Queens of Comedy tour, I wanted some future queens. So I had Paris Sachet, who she just had a special like last year. She got a little Comedy Central special, been featured on BET, and just did the Kennedy Center. I be watching Paris.
Word.
And I had her. I had Shari Diaz, who just had her HBO special.
Yeah, I heard about it. I ain't watched. I ain't been able to see it yet, but I heard about it.
It's funny as hell. On HBO Max. And I had Nikki Who, the Queen of Real, who I be featuring for, and
Nikki
Tasha Renee. Tasha Renee is a secret weapon because she writes for a lot of big stars. So it was paint. I'm always painting. So if I had to put together a tour right now with 4 people, I would I would do.
Make it hard. You act like it was just that easy, bro.
Yeah, because you just don't want to put everybody. It got to be a flow to it. It got to make sense from the opening to the end. I want people laughing. I don't want no breaks. Who would I do? Who would I get for a tour? I would say Eddie Griffin, because you say I got access to
any comedian on planet Earth.
I would do Eddie Griffin, Cal Grooms. He's out of Florida.
Yeah, I heard him.
Yeah, he was actually he was on an episode of the Chappelle Show. He just had a special come out. But I would do Eddie Griffin, Cal Grooms. You got to get a fresh face in there. So I would have to choose. It's another comic named Jet Wilson.
Oh, I know Jet. I ain't know you was going there with it.
Yep.
Damn, I'm sitting right here. All right.
Yeah. No.
All right. This nigga threw you an alley. You ain't dunked that motherfucker yet.
Wait. All right. This is one tour. And then Nav Green.
Nav.
Green.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Yeah.
Nav funny as that.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, you know.
Shout out to Nav.
I feel like that show would be funny from beginning to the end.
Dope.
I didn't know you knew Jet. Mm-hmm. I didn't know you knew him. Jet dope. I met him when I was down in Atlanta.
I did a show for Spunky Robinson like years ago. I haven't seen the set one time, but I like this dude. This nigga funny as hell, and he be having me rolling on Facebook. And Nav Green is like one of my. I keep on trying to put people on him now. I've been trying to get bookers to book him right now because his price is about to be stupid by next year. Nav Green. He just did Coming to America 2. He the shift leader. But I be following him. It's a lot of comments that I follow because I got Cap Networks, which is my consulting business. So I do a lot of booking, strategic planning, creating tours for people. But it's a lot of comments that I want to work with.
How long have you been doing that?
Cap Networks, I've been doing that since 2018. We don't wait for opportunities, we create them.
Word up.
Mm-hmm. So I just really I tell people the reason why even I'm sitting here today is because of my multi-million-dollar network. And it's a network full of people that keeps me working. Like that's how I'm working right now.
Bro, definitely is a huge networker, bro. Great at networking. Bro.
That's the one thing I'm trying to get over. That whole, you know.
Yeah, you gotta utilize
not messing with people type.
Yeah. Cause it's. I know celebrity chef. It don't matter what field. I'm not this like working with comedians, but I'm working with a guy. He's like the commissioner of like against world human trafficking, and he's a shout out to Michael. Good dude to know.
It's like a benefit show waiting to happen.
Yep. Leon Tanner. He's over Watchman Cigars. He actually sponsored my stand-up live, Goof Camp stand-up live shows back in 2019, I think.
And then you just do something with Bob Sumter? Or for him? Or
Oh, yeah, I did Bob Sumner in Raleigh. And he actually, after I got off on stage, he got up and said a couple of nice things about me. I've been looking for that footage so I could put that up.
That's the shoot. If you get that, that's some footage you want. Do you sure they recorded? Like that? You get okay, because that's it.
Bob Sumner is anybody that we seen on Def Jam Comedy. You had to audition for Bob Sumner first.
Everybody you saw on Def Jam.
Everybody. He was on the 25th anniversary. Was it 25th anniversary that they had on Netflix?
Yeah.
That's why
Bob
I know the name.
And I just did an audition for him, and after he got on stage, he said, everybody who you seen from Bill Bellamy, Dave Chappelle, they all did exactly what this young man just did. You had to audition and do clubs just like this.
For that dude, when it come from behind the scenes, he would be, I don't want to, what's the dude that was with Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones, bro. He behind the scenes with comedy. Bob Sumter is somebody you want to know. If you get a chance to, any show you do, if he in the audience, you want to be on your A game. You got to be on your A game because anything can come from that.
Yep.
Anything can come from that. Your career, boom, just like that.
I be feeling like I like to go on record. I'm like the Bob Sumner of this generation.
You going there? You know everybody.
Yeah.
You got the ability
I'm
to
working.
do it, bro.
I'm working towards that. Which that's a big thing, but keeping it Jiwan Kapp. So being the Jiwan Kapp of this generation.
That would be dope though. If you turn out to be like that.
That's what I do now. I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people don't even know. And I just be looking like people don't even know that's me.
Hard.
So, but I've been saying a lot that people are probably gonna be seeing me less, but you're gonna be hearing me more. So even if you're not out here seeing me on the scenes, but you may hear, you're gonna hear something that I'm saying because I like to infiltrate within. So I like to whisper shit. And be like,
What you talking about? Doing like producing more stuff or writing more stuff?
Yeah, because we got to do Goof Camp Studios. Well, we already in the process of doing that, but we're gonna. It's an app that we're gonna have a lot of content on that I've been working. I'm telling you I'm telling you a lot of exclusive shit that I ain't even.
Yeah, I ain't know nothing about none of this.
Yeah, because I said
I'm ready for to be on something.
Yeah.
I'm ready for to be on.
Yeah, well,
something.
we just got a sponsor for a whole production upgrade for a lot of stuff. So I said these last couple shows, probably like the end of November 19th to be exact. We got a show. No, actually December 10th. We moved it, but at the Donicon Center, a benefit show. But that's probably gonna be like one of my last shows till next year. But I'm moving more behind the scenes because that's what I like. I like to create. I like to produce. And to be honest, 11 is a master number. It's one of my favorite numbers. And I feel like I've mastered what I needed to learn, especially with this stand-up thing. But it got to the point where I'm doing it because it's a job. Because I need to get this bill paid. So I need to fall back in love with comedy again. So I feel like
passion. You lost the passion for it a little bit.
I ain't necessarily lose the passion, but I'm kind of burned out because comedy was really the only thing that I could rely on to keep my lights on, to be sure that my baby get these diapers, and that's work itself. Like just getting to the shows. I had to take my baby. My baby came to the show with me a couple weekends ago to Kingston. Yeah,
that's part of the grind too. Where people will be cheating. I know plenty of comments. Hey, the baby. Hey, watch the baby while I go up here and do this 10, this 15 minutes, this 5 minutes. That's, bro. You get that's how you meet a whole bunch of kids. Dog. You like, bro, I didn't know you had kids, dog. Like you just gonna trust. You trust these comments. You just gonna leave. A lot of people you'll never believe, bro. People just be like, hey, look, we all comments, bro. We family.
Because it's a bit fraternity.
Bro, watch my. Bro, just watch for 5 minutes, dog. Like that happens a lot.
If I go over my time, just give me the light. Just give me the light.
Word up.
Yeah.
This is some interesting stuff.
I done seen
man.
people actually pay somebody, hey, go sit outside. My daughter sleep. Just stand outside, watch you in the car.
I mean, hey, that's how they gonna feed her when she wake up.
That's the grind where people, you know what I'm saying, they'll cheat, bro. That's the grind, bro.
Luckily, they included the room. I want to shout out to Morgan Myers, Mo Remy, but I just hit her up because I needed. I was like, damn, couldn't my sisters? She had COVID, and so she couldn't watch my daughter, and the mother of my kids, she had the worst. So I was like, damn. So I called up Morgan. I was like, yo, you trying to ride with me to Kingston real quick? Yeah, she hopped in. She canceled her own event and
Looked up, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's what's up, man. That says a lot about you though. That somebody's willing to, you know what I mean, pick up and do that though.
Yep.
That says a lot about you.
For real. So I'd be grateful for that.
This is a fraternity, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a community. This is a fraternity. We all in this together. Everybody has been through the same part together. If you ain't cheated, hey, look, somebody has been exactly where you at right now. It's like, dog, we got you.
While we talking about that, I want to shout out Tasha Renee and Nikki Who, because when I first moved out to Charlotte, I had quit my job here. I was working at a call center. I stood up in the chair and I like cussed out everybody, told the managers about themselves and all that.
Bro, what?
Yeah, I went to I went to Charlotte. Like I don't even know what I'm about to do or whatever. But Nikki Who, Tasha Renee, they used to get that food stamp card and fill up the my refrigerator and freezer.
Word, that's love.
Yup. And we used to go on comedy field trips. I was able to meet Nikki Carr. She was on like one of those NBC shows. But this meeting everybody, we go on comedy field trips. Yeah, they introduced a lot. Nick Lewis dropped us off with them. He was like, all right, I'm done with these niggas. They took us up under our wing, and they helped me grow to the comic that I am today. So, yeah, I always try to give my flowers to the people.
Ask you about this manuscript you have here.
Oh yeah. Speak it, expect it, manifest it. This is the actual blueprint of everything. How I got my first million is in here. A lot like this whole book is worth. I said I'm gonna sell it for $777. I may NFT it. I don't know because there's a lot of gems in here. So it's funny with y'all see all this scribble scrabble.
Man, boy, what?
So look, I had COVID right last year. So the day before me that I found out I got like real sick, me and the mother of my kids, we got into an argument. So I was like, you know what, I'm about to leave or whatever. I'm leaving this bitch, this girl, and so I had my bags packed or whatever. I slept on the couch, and then I woke up at like 4 a.m. and I couldn't move, I couldn't talk, I couldn't even hear out of one of my ears.
Damn.
And I had to wait till she came downstairs at like 8 a.m. because I had bought my train ticket and everything. So she didn't even know I was leaving. So I was
Wait.
You couldn't even leave.
You were gonna be gone by the time she woke
Yep.
up, but
Yep.
God got your ass.
Yeah,
No, you're
I
not.
mean, it ain't funny that you caught COVID.
yeah, I know. I said I was leaving this morning. I just kept on writing, I need food. I couldn't even talk. I said, if y'all niggas put something on me, I'm gonna fuck y'all up.
Yo, it really says this on the paper.
So, because I couldn't talk, so I'm sitting here writing this or whatever.
Hey, this motherfucker, dog.
It's-
Joy, you a fool, man. You really script, bro.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was just writing shit down. But all this is it. This book is so real.
Yeah, cause for real, clearly.
But she looked over. She seen my bag. She said, "This nigga was going somewhere." Like, well, after I told her, like, yeah, I was leaving. Didn't know where I was going. I had a ticket to go to Charlotte. I was gonna come back. I had to get the baby. I'm coming back on Monday.
Yeah.
She was off on the weekend, so,
dumb.
so I'm just gonna leave that Thursday. But yeah, I got everything. I got this is I like to say
It's like you got the blueprint to how you started, like Goo Camp and every venture. Oh, I see.
Everything.
I just saw the Goo Camp right there.
Yeah, I just write it down. There's a lot of ideas, a lot of stuff that just came into fruition. Trying to see, I got like schedules down. Form a habit. How not to drift, which is something.
How not? What you talking about?
How not to drift, because one thing.
Talking about the cars?
Nah, your mind. You don't want to.
Yo, the man said the name of the book was Manifested, and you said cars.
Hey man, when I heard drift, I think the Tokyo Drift, bro. I think that
for
was
real
the first
though,
thing that
'cause
came to my head, bro. Them cars, bro.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that. What you mean though?
How not to drift? Like, one, do your own thinking.
Oh,
Yeah. 2, decide what you want in life. 3, analyze, defeat, and gain the advantage in knowledge. 4, your brain is your sponge. Use it. 5, time is your greatest asset. 6, fear doesn't matter. 7, demand what you want. 8, life either screws you or you screw it. 9, your dominating thoughts are your life.
And these tenants came from
Like different books or whatever I was studying. Mastering the self. Like I come up with it's somewhere in this book, but I got it in my ink pad as well. But I got Kapp laws or whatever.
what? Logs?
Laws.
Oh, laws. Oh.
That I live by. And that's part of the freedom papers. Like, so once you sign your freedom papers, create your own laws and create how you want to live by.
In case you're just tuning in, the freedom papers he's talking about is when he signed himself. He signed a contract with himself.
Yep, and that was my freedom papers. But one law, let them think what they want. You are not in control of another person's thought patterns.
That's a fact. I like that.
That is an ego mindset.
I like that one.
Yep. Play dumb, but never be dumb. If they believe they could pull the wolves over your eyes, then they truly don't. No cap. A gratitude attitude daily. Even the lessons brought the best out of you. So remember that.
Wait, say that one.
I
Say that one
live
again.
by that.
Say that
Yeah,
again.
I
What is
live
it?
by that.
Gratitude, attitude daily. So show gratitude daily.
Okay.
I wake up every morning just grateful, just for the little things. But like I said, even the lessons brought the best out of you. So remember that. Detox the parasites. I always like to say your inner world will always reflect your outer world. So if you got a lot of toxic shit going on and a lot of parasites within, you're going to see, that's parasites, and that could be the form of situations, humans.
That's real.
Just a lot. So once I do a detox like every beginning of the month, just to start off fresh. So not to take no extra shit from last month into this month. And then speak life over yourself and the people around you. So, yeah.
That's real. I like them.
Yeah.
That's some real stand-up.
Are you going to publish any of these
I like that.
tenants, bro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
I also got, it was something that I just go back and I be learning from myself. I be like, damn, I really said this.
You fucked up. You got some shit to learn. You learned some lessons.
Yeah. That's what I say. Like it's a whole transformation.
This boy wild.
It's a transformation.
Man. This boy's wild.
I put the goal for me is mastering the illusion in the fake world, but in a real way. So I wanted to kill myself so fucking bad to the point I actually did. I killed the version of myself that had to go. So sometimes you have to off yourself and everything that doesn't resonate with you anymore to become the person that you.
That's the only way to grow right there.
Yep.
That's the only way you're gonna grow.
Yep. And I did I'm doing a 40-day transformation that I started. It was September 21st. So I just y'all witnessing something that I'm very excited about to see.
That's dope. You ready to jump into the game?
Huh?
So, you ready to jump into the game? You ready to jump into the game?
We're going to jump into it. We're going to jump into
yeah.
it. We're going, as a matter of fact, before we jump into the game, when it's all said and done, Mr. Jiwan Kapp, how do you want your legacy to be remembered?
Good one.
First, I found my purpose. Like last year, I really my purpose came in concrete. So I just want to be a person to be remembered as a person who created opportunities and joy around. Simple as that. And I find myself when I'm doing that, when I'm creating opportunities or when I'm creating joy, I'm winning. Something does come from it. It may be a payment. It may be something else. Not necessarily a payment, but my currency is energy. So if the energy is good, shit, I'm good. So yeah.
All right. I like that.
That's what it do, man. Well, look, need y'all to stay tuned because we about to play this game that we just created. It's called Council Questions. Me and B Mack just came up with it this week.
Hey.
But before we do that,
Don't age it yet.
Yeah, before we do that,
Don't age it yet.
we're gonna let my man Jiwan Kapp get a breather, and we're gonna come back and do that game for y'all. But until we come back, this was ShopTalk NC presents Mack and South.
I'm B Mack.
I'm your man 58 South. Thank y'all. One word, two fingers, 3 times. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.